After doing a 19-hour stream on Twitch of this game and some more over the weekend, I think it's safe for me to say that this is one of the best entries in the Pokemon franchise in a long time. Let's hit them streets. How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Jose, aka TheNYCGeek, aka TNG, aka the Arbiter Geekdom, aka the guy who wants to first off thank Pokemon, because very few know this, very few, but I actually graduated high school thanks to Pokemon, because when this show hit the airwaves over in America back in like 1998, I was a lazy fuck and I didn't want to go to high school. I was like, yeah, I just was vegging out. Well, lo and behold, this show came out and I was watching it. I was up bright and early every morning watching this game, and I'm getting my watching the show rather, getting my ass ready for school at the same time and thinking of the games. Not to mention Pokemon Red back in the day on my Game Boy. Yo, that got my ass through so many road trips and just life in general. So I have a deep love for the Pokemon franchise. I do. Some of this stuff isn't mine. Some of this is my wife's. She has a huge love of the Pokemon franchise as well. But, you know, and some may know, it's the highest grossing media franchise, and with good reason. I mean, it is, when Pokemon is at its peak, you have some of the most engrossing gameplay out there. Whether it be battling your friends or the AI, hunting for shinies, breeding, raising the perfect IV and EV Pokemon, it's just so damn good. It really is. Problem has been for me that Pokemon hasn't been at that level in a long time. For me again. You know, the last Pokemon game that I really remember enjoying, and I'm not going to count Pokemon Go, I want to count like mainline series games, was almost a decade ago. With, I think it was it was Pokemon X and Y on the Nintendo DS. This was like almost a decade ago, so I think it's got to be 2013 of sort. I didn't play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I didn't play the remakes, later entries like Sun and Moon, or even the most recent, Sword and Shield. Forgotten. Just by, oh well. Even the recent remakes of Diamond and Pearl, which were the games I enjoyed, and I think the Pokemon games that I played the most, I didn't even bother playing them. And that's because for me, the bigger problem has been that after almost 2 decades of Pokemon games, I was actually getting tired of the same formula. I know that's like freaking heresy for someone to say. I was this, and the exact same story. I mean, in fact, sometimes it was just the same damn story. It wasn't just like, oh, they're kind of repeating the same story. But no, sometimes it was just the exact same story. You were some kid who had a terrible parent who didn't give a shit that you were going off into the world, a dangerous world no less, and you had a rival, sometimes 2 or 3 rivals, and you had to go beat the gyms and fight the Elite Four. And over time, some of the like entries that they had into the more recent Pokemon generations were really fucking lame. Like, just lazy as shit. That fucking garbage Pokemon. Garbodor, whatever his name is, or the vanilla ice cream, get that out of here. Get that out. And I've been clamoring for a change, something new. You know, yes, there were other Pokemon games out there like Snap or Mystery Dungeon or Stadium, but those weren't really the ones that I enjoyed. I enjoyed mainly the main series titles. You know, like Red and Blue and stuff like, and those. And that's where I wanted to see innovation. I wanted to see innovation in those titles. So, lo and behold, it was in my top 10 most anticipated video games of 2022. And holy shit, it delivered. For me, it delivered. Here comes Pokemon Arceus. My prayers have been answered. I really dug this game. Really dug it. Pokemon Legends Arceus is an action role-playing game with some elements of open world exploration. It's not like as deep as Breath of the Wild, not even close. But it does have some open world elements to it. And those all lend themselves perfectly to capture, in my opinion, the best gameplay in a Pokemon game in a long time when all of those elements are hitting together. You're no longer just some kid walking around in tall grass, waiting for the battle music to start and the screen to shift. No, you control your trainer. You explore your surroundings. You explore, you interact with the Pokemon who are in the overworld. You could try to sneak up on them and catch them with a Pokeball, or run past them altogether, or engage them in a traditional Pokemon battle. And if there are other wild Pokemon nearby, heads up, they'll jump you. If you hit one of them and there's like 2 others nearby, they'll come whoop your ass too. You know what? I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson. Look at the little Drifloon. Look at these guys. Whoa, whoa. Excuse me. This is a fucking 1v1 fight. Oh shit. I had no idea you could get fucking jumped by multiple Pokemon. Oh, we getting jumped. So it'll be like a 3-on-1 or 3 on however many Pokemon you might have. This shift in making the Pokemon trainer an actual part of the game is one of the massive improvements that I want to highlight. You aren't just an engine to move your Pokemon around the map from battle to battle, okay? You know, or from battle to Nurse Joy in my case. No, there's exploration aspects, quests, a day-night cycle that changes the different Pokemon that might be on the map. It makes you feel more in the game, if that makes sense, because the avatar that you're controlling can be attacked by Pokemon themselves, and your positioning prior to engaging a wild Pokemon can lead to either more enemies, like I said, or catching them unaware. The battles are still there. You know, the main focus is still on the Pokemon, as it should be, but your protagonist no longer feels like a placeholder, and I like that a lot. I really do. Another thing I want to touch on is the story. I don't want to go into too much because I'm going to avoid entirely spoilers, but safe to say it's a complete change from the usual formula. You're not some kid setting out to be the Pokemon champion of their region. You're in the Hisui region, and this is a this is ages ago. This is the setting of Diamond and Pearl in the past. And this is a time when people and Pokemon didn't really coexist the way they do in the previous games, you know, like where everybody had their own Pokemon and they have their beloved pet. No, it's not like that. People are afraid of Pokemon. Pokemon are afraid of people. It's cool. I like that. There aren't gym leaders, you know, well, there's something similar, but they're not, you know, like your traditional gym leaders. And I think that's awesome because they're showing some breath. Pardon the pun. I don't mean Breath of the Wild, but it's like a, you know, breath of fresh air. And this is the first mainline game that features starter Pokemon from different regions. It's a small change. I still want a game where we deviate from grass, fire, and water. I still think that they should give us a game where we are, you know, you get dark beats psychic, psychic beats fighting, fighting beats dark. I want something like that. But it's a step in the right direction. That's good. Also, one of the best parts in this game, and for me, I can't remember a better iteration in any game, is the fucking Pokedex. For the first time ever, I felt like I was actually helping a Pokemon professor do some research. It's not just, you know, you fucking go up to a Pokemon and you see them and either you catch them or you don't, and that's it. And it's just a list for that. It's not just that anymore. It's, you know, each Pokemon and each Pokemon's evolutionary stage. So, you know, you might get like I can't remember the freaking name of the bird, Starly or whatever its name is, and then Staravia, and then so forth. Each one of those evolutionary stages has their own Pokemon entries that consist of multiple tasks that you have to complete. You might have to like defeat a certain number of them, or in combat, you have to witness a Pokemon use a certain number of moves, or catch some of the more skittish ones unaware. It's the best Pokedex so far. You actually use it because you have to see what research tasks each Pokemon requires. It feels like when Ash would bust out, you know, his Pokedex, but now you're actually using it instead of, you know, looking at it and giving you some random fact about the Pokemon. Like he would fucking go on the Pokedex and he'd be like, this Pokemon loves to eat grass. I'm like, that doesn't fucking help me. Okay, thanks for the fucking random trivia. No, it feels, by the way, this is my wife. She loves this freaking thing. It feels like you're actually filling out a research journal. I think that's really cool. On top of that, there's customization for your trainer in terms of outfits, hairstyles. There's a crafting system where you have to gather materials to make items on the go. Kind of, again, and I had to use this comparison because they have similar art styles and similar gameplay cycles, but it feels kind of Breath of the Wildish. But you're making like Pokeballs or recovery items, like the potions and revives, which you're gonna need a lot of. And all of this blends so well to deliver some of the most engrossing Pokemon gameplay I have had the pleasure to partake in. Ooh! Hit him with a little ember. Fuck it. A little bit of damage. He's still paralyzed? Oh, shit. Okay, well, he's not paralyzed anymore. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Hit this motherfucker with a flame wheel. Just hit him, hurt him. Oh, my God. This piece of shit just recovered. Okay, the burn might do nothing because this scum. Yeah, how many fucking? That's 3 so far. I'm keeping track. Now, there are some issues that I wasn't too big a fan of. For one, they removed the Pokemon trainer encounters. The one, you know, like the ones that whenever you would make eye contact with them, they would walk over, talk some shit to you, and then you battle with their Pokemon. That's gone. That's gone. And I do not like that. I'm not a fan of that. You know, there are Pokemon trainer battles, but they're very few. They're more like story points, and the trainers are weak as shit. They're super weak. I get it. I get it because again, this is a setting where that bond between Pokemons and humans isn't really established yet. But for future entry, please, I would like that feature to return. And that's just for the PvE aspect of it. For the PvP portion, there is no battling, period, which is a big negative for me. Part of Pokemon has always been battling your friends, again, other trainers. You know, that's a core part of Pokemon. It really is. Catch them, fight them. That's a big part of Pokemon, and you know, leveling your Pokemon to whoop some ass. And I don't think they're planning to implement that in this game in the future. So that's a negative for me. The controls are also kind of clunky. You gotta do like the damn cha-cha slide just to toss a Pokeball sometimes. You gotta fucking switch this and then press that and then confirm this. And I mean, this is a common complaint I have in any game that doesn't allow this, not just specific to Pokemon Legends Arceus, but this game could really have used the option to allow players to map their actions to the buttons the way they want. I hate when games do not allow this. It's annoying. I think it's primitive. Get with the damn times in that. And that, again, that's not just for Pokemon Arceus, but you know, there's also another small nitpick. As I was talking about the story portion, that I liked it, but just to let you know, the starting tutorial portion until you get to the game takes an actual long ass time. Like, you're in the starting tutorial part forever. There's a lot of dialogue and cutscenes later on in the game. But you know, I think that's just because, like I said, they wanted to make a more tighter focus on the story. That's not a bad thing. I'm fine with that. Just, you should be aware there are a lot of cutscenes. Now, with all of that together, some of you may know, I grade my games on an A, B, C, or F scale. With A being that this game is worth every dollar of its asking price and one of the best examples of its genre, and F being that it is an absolute disaster, you know, a la Battlefield 2042 or The Last of Us 2, because The Last of Us 2 fucking sucks, and that will always be harped on. For me, Pokemon Legends Arceus is an easy grade B game. There are several moments where I could see it being an A. Absolutely. It is an amazing entry in the Pokemon mainline series. It shows steps in the right direction, innovating the Pokedex, making your trainer feel like a part of the world. I love that. That alone, those aspects catapulted to an A. But the watering down of the battling of the trainers, or in the case of PvP, just outright removing it entirely, does not sit well with me. I don't like that. That is it's like you refined the first part of the Pokemon game, the gameplay, but then you took out this other key part of it. Nah, man, no. Now, if they could find a way to take the positives of this game and add in the far more in-depth battling system and complexity of raising Pokemon in the sword like you have in the previous titles, I think Game Freak has a perfect formula for a Pokemon game, and that would be an easy grade A for me. And again, grade B isn't a bad thing. It just to let you know, it's not I wouldn't rate it as the greatest Pokemon game of all time. But it's definitely worth a purchase. Especially if you're a fan of the genre. If you're already a fan of Pokemon, easily go get this game. If you're kind of on the fence about Pokemon, or maybe this is your first, I still would recommend this. I think this is a good entry because some of the things that are negative to me might be better for you because they kind of water down some of the battling aspects. But hey, if you enjoyed this quick save review and would like to see more, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. It means a lot to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you didn't enjoy the review, hit the dislike button. That's what it's there for. Hit it. Hit. Well, I would prefer you hit the like button. But if you don't like it, hit the dislike button too. And, let me know what your thoughts on Pokemon Arceus are. Are you enjoying it? Did you hate it? What do you think of the changes? Especially the ones that I enjoyed a lot, being the trainer interaction and the Pokedex updates. Until next time, please take care of each other and stay safe.